Tesla is currently in some hot water, but trust me, it can get so much worse. I want to talk about two things. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first off, I really hope that you guys learned something new. Feel free to share your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you learned anything new, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. So the first thing that we need to talk about is Tesla is set to report Q2 earnings tomorrow, hopefully before the market opens. And surprise, surprise, analysts expect sales to fall in 2025. They expect Q2 deliveries to see a 11% fall year over year. This shouldn't come as a surprise if you've been paying attention to the fundamentals of Tesla. So for all those that have been watching my videos and they're like, why is Ricky always talking so negative about Tesla? Because fundamentally, Tesla is not doing well. I'm not talking about technically. Anyone can hype up any stock, right? Hype is always short-lived. But fundamentally speaking, Tesla is not a growing company anymore. I don't care about its robotaxi. I don't care about the Optimus robot. Its core business as of right now is not growing, period, right? There's nothing else to entertain. For the second quarter ending in June, Tesla is expected to deliver 394,000 units. According to 23 analysts, that would be a drop of more than 11% year over year. That would follow a 13% decline the company reported in the previous quarter. This would be two negative quarter deliveries after another, consecutive, right? Again, it's very simple. The only reason Tesla was running up was based off of hype of being affiliated with Trump. The thing that I want to talk about is, do I really think that Tesla stock can crash because fundamentally it's not doing well? No, right? If I wouldn't have that opinion and it wouldn't make sense in this market because markets are so irrational right now. So do I think that it can act as a negative catalyst more now than before? Yes, but it's because of the first reason. Because of Elon's beef right now with Trump once again. The reason it went from $368 all the way down to $273 just a few weeks ago was because Elon was beefing with Trump for the first time. They rolled it under the rug and pretended like nothing happened. It recovered, and then now it's happening again. As the big, beautiful bill was being presented to the Senate, Elon began to make his threats, his disagreement with the big, beautiful bill. I'm not here to agree or disagree with, what I think is right. My opinion's irrelevant. It's Elon felt the need that he needed to make his point that this bill was disastrous. It's adding $5 trillion to our $37 trillion deficit. So I'm sure a lot of us could agree that, yeah, probably adding more to our deficit isn't the best idea, especially when politicians are campaigning on reducing our deficit. But that's a conversation for another time. Very simple. Let's not overcomplicate this whole mess. As long as Elon continues to beef with Trump, and I'm not saying that that's bad that he's doing that and he's challenging Trump, but it's bad for Tesla investors because as long as he continues to do it, Trump will continue to target Tesla. Trump will continue to target Elon and all of his companies. And yes, Tesla does really benefit from government subsidies. It's not like he's like Trump is doing Elon a favor. It's the subsidies existed before Trump, right? Nonetheless, it's not about, like Elon is getting all these government subsidies. Elon's earned it, right? The government made them available, and Elon has a car company, Tesla, that is able to take advantage of them. And yes, because of these government subsidies, Tesla has been able to be profitable within quarters that it would have been in the red if it weren't for these government subsidies, because Tesla has so much of these government subsidies that they're actually able to sell them to companies that need to reduce their own carbon footprint in the sense of these EV, thresholds that are met based off of standards. Look into it on why Tesla gets so many EV credits. I think that you'll find it quite useful when it comes down to the information. So understanding those two factors. Negative news fundamentally, so that's tomorrow with the Q2 deliveries. And the second thing, and in my opinion, the most important thing, is Elon's beef with Trump. If he continues this, I think that we can go below $200 per share because fundamentally Tesla is not doing well. And now adding the sentiment of the United States against Elon and Tesla, it will only make investors more scared, more uncertain. Again, you need to understand that fundamentally Tesla is not doing well. The only reason that it was performing so well was because of Trump's and Elon's affiliation with one another. Everyone thought that this was going to be a great door for Elon. That's, again, really getting into it. Nonetheless, when we finally corrected it ourselves, we saw that a common support range is right around 200 to 250 per share. We're currently at around 300. So there's a lot more retracement potential that can begin to present itself if, again, Elon does not back down. Let me make this clear. I'm not here to say that Elon should. I'm here to say that as long as he doesn't, Tesla investors will pay the price. And that is why you are seeing posts like this. I may ditch my 1,800 shares of Tesla shares. I can't handle the CEO starting wars with the company, with the administration as the head of the company. I still love the product. I own 4 Teslas and Tesla Solar, but I need the investment in something more stable. And that's very reasonable, right, for a Tesla investor to feel that way, because it is very unstable. When one moment it's skyrocketing and another moment it's tanking, all based off of beef that is happening online. So let's keep it simple. If Elon continues the beef, more selling pressure for Tesla due to more uncertainty. And the second thing is the fundamentals. Everyone knows that Tesla is not a growing company anymore, and that it is all derived off of hype. I have 2 Teslas myself. I love my Tesla. It doesn't mean that I have to blindly obsess about the stock, right? Fundamentally, Tesla is not doing well. And in my opinion, Tesla belongs below $200 per share based off of how it's doing. It doesn't mean that it can't recover from that long term. It just means that it really does have a lot of not only internal changes to improve, but also, can it get rid of this negative sentiment that is now around Elon and his companies such as Tesla? Again, something to ask yourself. We'll learn a little bit more about this tomorrow as it reports earnings, and we'll definitely talk about it during our live trading session tomorrow. I also do want to make you aware of the series of trades that I took today. So today I was able to short Robinhood. Again, a really nice retracement after yesterday's insane push. I made 11.3K and I fully closed out my short. And then the only other trade that I took was a quick little short on PLTR. I actually went long and then I went short. I made $1,300. And of course, I fully closed out that trade. So I made a little bit over $12,000 today. I'm very happy with it. But again, the one that's on my main radar is Tesla. How does it trade tomorrow after it reports its deliveries? Because now I feel like Tesla is going to be open to getting hurt when negative fundamental news comes out, because it no longer has that protection of being affiliated with Trump. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm super excited to follow up, but I'm more excited to trade it in tomorrow's live trading session. If you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, it's the second link in the description down below, and I hope to see you there. I appreciate your time, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.